Hi, this is Terry Stevenson of the Builderall team, and in this video in this training series, we're going to learn how to build panels 1 through 3 using pre-made templates in the Cheetah Builder. We've been working on the Sweet Zone website, and now we're just going to duplicate it using blank panels. And in the last video, we created the structure to repeat this website. So we're looking at the live Sweet Zone original website we're copying now. And you can see what it looks like. Now let's head back to the Cheetah Builder. Here we are in the Cheetah Builder. This is the home page of that page that we constructed in the last video. We used pre-made panels and pulled in a series of templates that we're now going to modify to replicate that home page. We're going to start up here with the header. So let's select the header, and the very first thing, let's change this to the proper color. And I believe that was black. So let's right click, we'll choose background settings, we'll select the color, and we want this true black, and we know that's 000000. So we have the color proper now. Now let's select the image over here, which is our logo, and we're going to swap out our image holder for our proper Sweet Zone logo. So we select this image. We can right click and bring that card back up, or we can open it up on the side menu if we like. But we've got this card open now. So let's go to General Settings, change the image. We'll select the ice cream shop where our images are living. And here's our Sweet Zone logo. So we'll select it and save it. We'll have to adjust this header size by grabbing hold of it right there and pulling down a little bit, making it just a little bit bigger. And let's move the menu down as well. So we're going to select it and move it down. I'm going to pull it inside of our box. Can you see how that box, that invisible box, is highlighted, that panel? So I'm going to pull it on the inside. And I'm going to do the same thing and make sure that my image is right there on the inside and centered just the way I want it. Now we cannot set the menu because we don't have all of these pages made yet. We'll need an About page, a Services page, and a Contact page. So we'll come back to that. And there's our header. So let's hit save. We won't publish it quite yet. Moving down to panel 2 right here. And if you'll recall, we had that beautiful image. In fact, let's go back and take a look. Now here we are on the page we're duplicating. And it's going to have this image with the chocolate pieces and that delicious looking hot fudge sundae there. And we're going to also change this text and recreate this button. So while we're here, I'm going to copy the main headline here. I'm just going to copy this text onto my clipboard. We know which of our images we need in the background. Let's go back to the editor. Here we are in that first panel. I'm going to go ahead and drop the copy that I have on my clipboard into this text box here. So I'm going to select the text box and make sure I get all of the text selected. It opens up our text editor. Right now I'm just going to paste it. And that puts our headline right there in the middle. We might have to adjust it a bit to keep it out of the white. We'll wait to see once we get this image replaced. So how are we going to do that? We're going to select the panel. Now I know I'm working on the panel, and I'm going to right click and bring up that card, or I can access it here by clicking that arrow. So let's find it this way this time. I'm going to select this panel and it moves to settings. I want to make sure I'm on settings, And now I'm looking for the background settings, which is right here. So I can open up that drop-down menu. And here again, I'm going to change the image. I'm going to go to the ice cream shop, and I'm going to choose the proper image. Select it, save it, and there we go. We've got our image. Next, let's copy this text. So we'll go back and grab it. Here we are on the live site. I can remember welcome to the ... and I'll just copy this one to my clipboard now. So I'll just copy this text box, copy it, and copy it to my clipboard. And now let's head back. I'm going to select the tagline and do the same. Just paste that right in there. I'm going to stretch it out a bit. I'm going to stretch this box as well. I like to have that box contained. And I'm going to select all of the text in here and replace it with welcome to the ... But I'm going to move that up a bit. And I'm going to expand this box, this text box. Oops. Let's shift that so I can grab it. There we go. I'm going to expand that just a little bit more because I'm going to put a line and make sure I have my ruler on. Now I can put what I call a sticky line. And I'll just a snap to guide. Line it up here right where I want that to line up. Now I can shift this box all the way over. And it'll stick when it gets close. Make sure I have it just the way I want it. Now we need to change this button. Let's go see what the button says. Refresh our memory. But I want to get rid of that grid line, so I'm going to click on it and it disappears. And I can deactivate my ruler at any time. So let's take a look at the live page. And here we can see that our button is a no more button, remember? And it has that specific color, which we can grab with our color picker and use when we need it. It says no more, and it's a lighter hue, remember, when you hover over it. So let's go back and recreate. It also has the rounded corners. We don't want to forget that. So let's go back and do that. So we're going to select this button and let's make it a little longer and a little narrower just to start out with. This time let's just right click and bring up the button settings. And if we want to round these corners, so we have to come down to round border, open up the drop down menu. Let's try about 25. Sure, why not? We'll do the same thing on all of them. We'll just go with 25. And that changes the shape of our button. So now let's take care of the color. Let's come up to general colors, open it up. Background color is that kind of watermelon color or something. Was it tomato? I think so. Yes, that looks about right. So we have the regular background. So now let's go down and see the hover effect. We do have it selected. So the background color hover is going to be a little lighter shade. We had about over here. Let's try that. And we left the text color black, I think. So we have the color now. Now the next thing we need to do is to change that headline. So we're going to find the headline here and select it and change it from Contact Us to No More. I think that's a little wider than what we originally had it. Kind of take a look at it, and I think it was centered over here a little bit more. Let's try that. So that pretty much looks like that panel. So let's save it. We won't publish it quite yet. Now we'll go down and get this next panel. So let's take a look at the original panel. Here we go. And on this panel, you'll notice that we have an arrow between these panels right here, leading on both sides. We also have our featured benefits. Now, we didn't change all of these benefits and the 3 ice cream cones on the left. So let's go back and create that. And you see we already have our little arrows there. That's nice. Let's select the image. Let's go ahead and right click and open up the general settings, and find it and change the image. Go to the ice cream shop, and we're going to choose the 3 ice cream cones and save it. So now we need to resize that image a little bit. It's a little bit too big. So let's grab it by the corner, make it smaller, bring it down inside this box and center it. That looks pretty good. Here we have our featured benefit. It's just a matter of selecting the text. And I'm just kind of like making it up here. Go ahead and pretend that this is our featured benefit. So we're going to fill it up a bit. You're going to write your own copy, of course, in here, as well as the rest of the way. So that panel is done. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's go ahead and say it's okay. We'll publish it right now. And you can see how quickly we are able to edit these panels and recreate the same website. You can see once you have your content, you have to have your images, you have to have your content. That's something that you have to figure out and do, your logo and all of that. And here it is on our original site, so you can see that we're spot on and it didn't take us any time pulling those panels in, those pre-made templates, and altering them once we have the content. So that is how you create and build panels 1 through 3 using pre-made templates. And I'll see you in the next video.